What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Tax Zone Reviews. So we posted on the last video that this is what we'd be getting into. So here it is, guys. I have a video on an XC on my channel, but this is my own personal XC. We got this customized by the boys over at Modern Warriors. So this has one of the Atlas grips on it. One of the grip modules also has an Atlas trigger on it, an Atlas tactical magwell, and then an Atlas thumb rest, which you can see right on the side. I have it paired with an SRO. I believe it's a 2.5 MOA. And yeah, this is just one of those guns that you guys seen on that video I did with the XC. It's such a great gun. It's kind of like the standard for me when it comes to 2011s. Like, I wanted just to see how much it runs. Anything that I buy, like, how does it compare to the XC? So, because this is around, like, a standard XC is around 4,500 bucks, I believe. I'll throw it up on the screen. And, you know, we got more expensive things and then less expensive things. So how does it compare to this? Because this has set the standard in the market for a while. So we're going to get some shots off. This is not my first time shooting it. We're going to get some shots off for you guys. I will say this freaking grip feels amazing in the hand, guys. Like, it's an aluminum grip, which, however you feel about steel, aluminum. I like aluminum, but it just feels really good. It fills your hands really nicely, and the texture is really aggressive on the grip, which I like. I know it's not for everyone. Also have a pin grip safety. But yeah, this thing is just, I mean, look at this trigger, guys. So that's my take up on the trigger right there, and then straight through. And then reset, and back on that wall, straight through. I put it on a trigger scale. I'll throw up that clip for you guys. On my Wheeler scale, it's reading at 2.3 pounds, I think it said. And we're just gonna get some shots off for you guys. Like I said, it's not my first time shooting it. I've had this for 2 or 3 months, something like that. And we took a break from filming, but this is it, guys. So here we go. Also, we're trying out some new targets. I think this will be better for us, but here we go. I'm just gonna go for A-zone hits on this pink target. I mean, there's just like no recoil. So I'm gonna get the cameraman to get on my left over here, and we're gonna get like really close to the gun so you guys can see the recoil. There's just like nothing there. So I love this thumb rest. For me, it's natural. So I'm riding like you should. My safety, right, with my grip. So here we go. Okay, no lockback, which is normal. But let's go down to the target and you guys can look at this. Like, guys, this thing is freakishly accurate. So that was just, we just dumped a whole mag. Not slow, not fast, just dumped it for fun. I wasn't sure if I was still zeroed. And this thing just performs. Like, that's what I love about this gun, that like, as long as I'm running, I guess I should say, I am switching over using different ammo. Today I'm going to be running the Staccato range ammo. We paid for this out of pocket, but I am running a little bit more higher end guns. I want to run more expensive ammo. The gunsmith that does a lot of stuff for me just explained it like as car and fuel. Like, you want to run higher octane fuel to go faster, and it's just better for the car. So I've gotten into buying more expensive ammo. Last video we did with the CS, which that's a carry gun, we just literally ran all sorts of ammo, and it did okay. It actually had no malfunctions, but it was a little weird, like switching grains or whatever. But yeah, this thing, guys, as long as this thing's running, like, I've had malfunctions with it. I have, because of like when it gets too dirty. Right now it's clean, but it's not very oiled, but it's gonna run. Like, it's just, this thing just runs, guys. So we're gonna step back and get some shots of like doubles on it, and then we'll get some build drills for you guys on the target. But yeah, this thing is pretty solid. All right, so these are actually the base pads that came with the pistol. to match the trigger. And like I said, we're just gonna go doubles, left, right, and then get a couple build drills for you guys. Here we go. Also, it's like freaking super foggy out here. My glasses are getting like constantly getting fogged up, and the lens on the red dot is too. So we'll see how we do. Here we go. No lock back. Let's do that again. And put this mag over here. But I promise you I can't see out of my glasses anymore. They're like all fogged up again. So the shots look good. I'm looking at them. All right, let's go again. This is another Staccato mag. Here we go. Okay. No lock back there. Let's go up and look at these doubles. Whew, freaking fogged up. All right, so we got some of them out, but so we got 2 on this outside ring, which I think those would be Mike's, but these are Charlie's. I mean, honestly, that's not bad. And I mean, oh, actually, we can see that we got a couple out of there, and one in the neck just to make sure he's dead. Let's look at this one now. Yeah, this is actually a better one. We got one, we pulled one right there. But like I said, I'm literally struggling to see right now because everything's getting fogged up. But this thing just runs, guys. So I'm going to set up the shot timer right now, and we're going to get some build drills. I'm going to go ahead and mark these out here, actually. I'm going to do that while we're filming so you guys can see, so that we don't get confused. We'll mark these. We'll call this our A zone. We'll be free. We'll be like pretty free with it. So this one's just this line breaker. Yeah, it's a line breaker. All right, so we're gonna shoot our build drills on this target, and then we'll get that set up for you guys to see it. All right, guys. So we're gonna run our build drills. I don't have a holster for this guy yet. I had one, but then I added the Atlas thumb rest, and I have to change it. But I do actually really excited. Shout out to my boy Brian Mortensen and Hunter from Modern Warriors. They're helping me set up a battle belt. So we'll have that for the next video, or the next couple of videos. We'll have that set up for you guys. So here we go. Let me actually, that's not the mag. You go here. Another mag here. We're just gonna go from a low ready. And I got the shot timer here. All right, my bad. All right, sorry. Let me set a delay on this guy. All right, it's cool. All right, here we go. All right, that was a 166, but it was 5 shots. Let me go again. Actually, let's see if I can't see nothing. All right, here we go. Had some trigger freeze. That was a 212. I'm gonna try to go a really controlled one and just see what we get. I love how I thought it was controlled, but I still did 7 shots instead of 6. So that was a 259, but the 6th shot was at 236. The camera picking that up. All right, we'll do one more. Put another mag in. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to go a little faster than that. Okay. Okay. So I did something right there. I was kind of stupid, but I'm gonna drop my mag. I had a failure to just the round didn't go off. Yeah, it didn't even get struck. I had trigger freeze, and I held on to the trigger for too long. I thought I could just double tap. So that's on me. Let's do that one again. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's see as fast as we can go. Here we go. I think that's 7. Yeah. Yeah, 7 shots. A 232. Honestly, I was expecting to go a lot faster. I'm gonna be fully transparent. So here, I'm gonna try one more. We got plenty in there. Oh man, just wasting money. I'll grab one of these. All right, put this back in here. But yeah, this thing shoots great, guys. I mean, I have no complaints about it. We're gonna do an accuracy test for you guys after this. And let me make sure we're still good. Yeah, we are. Here we go. Ah, 5 shots. But 161. That's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna go. Let's go look at this target and examine our shots. Can't see nothing. The freaking humidity. Okay, so we'll post up the previous target. So from everything we shot, we got 1 outside here, 1 outside there. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From 7 bill drills, or from how many bill drills did we do? We went about 4 or 5 times. We got 7 shots outside. The rest are in here. I'm pretty happy with that. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a time drill for 2 shots to the body, 1 shot to the head. All right, guys. So we're gonna do our. Look at that. That's what I get for messing with it. All right, hold on. All right, I was messing with that off camera because I was reloading another mag. We're gonna go with a Mozambique drill. So we're gonna go 2 to the chest, 1 to the head for time, and I'll throw up like par times for that here in a second. So here we go. We're going for the like orange or salmon color target, I guess. Here we go. All right. A 195. Okay. Let's go again. Okay. 201. Got 1 left here. Oh, no, there's no lock back. All right, we got another mag. Actually, before we load this, I'm gonna go down and mark all our shots first so we know if there's anything outside. All right, we just marked off our targets. So it's fresh, it's marked. So we're gonna go 2 to the chest, 1 to the head, just as we were doing before. Make sure it's seated in there. For some reason, these Atlas mags take a little bit more to be fitted. So I need to take these in to get fitted a little better, specifically for this gun. So I have 4 of them, and 2 of them are really good, and 2 of them are a little iffy. So we'll see if this runs. If not, we got more mags, we'll switch. Okay. That's a 199. Okay, those hits were clean. Let's go again. That's a 179. And then we're gonna go one more. I pulled that, it looks like I pulled that shot. We'll check the other camera. Here we go. Okay. That was clean. That's a 177, that was clean. And then the rest of these, I'm just gonna put inside of that headshot, the little X inside of the center right there, and just get as tight as a group as I can. So here we go. Not for time, just for fun. Okay. Let's look at this. Let's look at this, see what we got. So we had this flyer right here, and the rest are within our markings. But this is the group we just did right there at the end. So looks like I gotta come over to the right, up and right with my red dot a little bit. But guys, this pistol, guys, and I'm gonna show you guys, it's clear. We're clear. But guys, this thing's amazing. And like I told you guys, I've done a video on it, so I'm not gonna go too in depth. I've done a video on an XC. It just has a couple upgrades. It's amazing. I love it. I compare everything to it. I think if you're still going for like if you're trying to get into like the higher end 2011s, I think this is still the standard for like what you're getting value wise and performance. If you don't mess with them at all, they're like extremely, like they're super reliable. I mean, I know that they have a program, Staccato has a program where you can send it out and they'll spring it for like duty use and stuff like that. And this thing, guys, we have it geared towards just going fast. Not that we're shooting competitions or anything, but it's just for fun, right? And this trigger is like at 2 pounds. It feels amazing. The slide is beautiful. It's like butter, and I don't even have it really oiled well. The SRO looks good. I'm probably gonna take the SRO off and throw an RMR HD on there, but I love this setup. And then with these base pads, it's a clear mag. With these base pads right here, I just love this look. I think it looks phenomenal. But yeah, the XC, like we've talked about, guys, it's still the standard in my opinion for that middle tier 2011. And I compare all my higher end guns to it, just because like at what point are you getting, you're not getting any value. I'm just comparing value to this, right? So I compare it even for stuff that's under like the $1,000 price point, right? I'll check, like, I'm like, okay, I'm not expecting something that's $1,000 to shoot like this, but how much am I getting compared to this, right? So it's just like, all right, well, let me figure it out. A lot of the times, honestly, some of the things that are like $3,000 and under, they compete head on with this. I'm just being straight up with you guys. The higher end guns, all you're getting, guys, is it's getting better fitment, you're getting better finishes and stuff like that. But this thing right here, this is in my opinion the best medium, like middle tier gun you can go out and get for the money. Just straight out of the box, throw a dot on there and just go shoot. So thank you guys for tuning in for this video, and we got a lot of content coming out for you guys. Let me give you guys a sneak peek of what's next. All right, like, comment, subscribe. Tech Zone out.